Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a natural makeup look on a model called Michelle, and the colors I'm using are very warm toned, golden undertones, and it's the kind of makeup you can wear daytime or nighttime. It's a great work makeup, or this kind of makeup can even, put you into nighttime for a date night makeup. And I've been using new products. I've had a lot of new products sent to me recently, and I just tested them out, and I felt like I want to share them with you guys in this video. So keep on watching, and at the end of the video, as always, don't forget to like my video and subscribe, and see you next time. Hi Michelle.
Hi.
I'm so excited you're here with me today.
Me too.
The first thing I'm going to do is apply foundation, and I'm so excited to share this new foundation by Dior, Backstage. I'm using shade number 3W. How gorgeous is this packaging?
I love it.
It's pretty, right?
Yeah.
So what I love about this foundation, I've been using it the last couple of days on myself. I always love foundation when it kind of looks like your own skin. And I have to say, Dior, you guys really nailed it, because this foundation, first of all, it comes in, I believe, 40 different shades, which is finally that bigger brands are noticing that there's not only 4 shades in this world. We need to open up our horizon and do more shades. And I feel like a lot of people are going after that Fenty trend, Fenty came out with so many different shades. So it's very nice to see that a brand like Dior is, doing different shades for different skin colors. So this is a gorgeous foundation. What I'm doing is I'm just applying it from the center outwards. And again, it's very skin-like. It really reminds me almost like a MAC Face and Body foundation, which is very similar to this foundation. So moving on to your eye makeup, I'm using this Huda Beauty palette, which is so gorgeous. It's the most beautiful,
it's beautiful,
warm tone colors, and I want to create a really natural warm makeup look on you. So I'm starting with this shade right in here all over, and I'm using a Zoeva brush, and I'm just putting that shade as a base shade all over. I move on, and I'm going in with, I'm going to mix those two colors together, and I'm putting that in the socket or in the crease of your eye. And I'm using a Huda brush. And you have so much space, which is beautiful, you can really play with your eyes, which I love.
Thank you.
Open up. Great. And then I'm taking a smaller brush. This one here is a MAC brush, and I'm just kind of working that color into your crease. Right after I've mixed those two colors together and I've kind of applied them on the outer corner, I'm going to go in with the really kind of deep chocolatey brown shade on a dome brush. And close your eyes. I'm just going to focus on the lash line, kind of diffused, and then work my way upwards, just to kind of give your eye a little bit of a lift. Open up. It's perfect. There's a little bit of fall down, but don't worry, we can fix that. Open up. I'll just grab my little beauty blender and clean up a little bit, and then I go back in with this shade right here on a Dior brush. And these shadows are really pigmented, which is so beautiful. And then I just go over that liner I just created, and then go upwards again. I just want to really lift your eye and give it a really beautiful shape. Open. Gorgeous. And then we're gonna just blend everything together. I'm just going to mix those two colors together, and I'm going to bring that on a smaller dome brush on the lower lashes right here, just to create a really beautiful kind of shadow in here. That looks really nice. And then I'm actually going to go in with that really kind of mustardy color on a 217 dome brush, I'm just going to bring that a little bit also in the socket. And this is kind of like our transition color. And then I just feel like it needs a little bit more, you know, darkness in here. So I'm just adding again those two shades right in the socket. And then always take a clean brush for blending. And then you can use your base color again from earlier. And then we're going to bring that color underneath the brows. So everything kind of like blends seamlessly together. Perfect. Gorgeous. But the makeup is almost done, your eye makeup. I'm just going to use that shade right here on my index finger. And I like using my finger because it has more impact to the application. And I'm almost just putting that sort of like in the middle, like almost where your eyeball is. And I'm just adding it for more of like a halo effect. So if you open up like that, so pretty on you. And then you can take a clean brush and just sort of like, you know, blend the outer corners a little bit. Open up, gorgeous. This is kind of like the finished eyeshadow look. The only thing, I just off camera curled your lashes, and now I'm gonna go in with my Rock & Co Barbarella Brown by Charlotte Tilbury. And I feel like you just need a little bit, I don't really want to make this like a really like lined look. So I just like on the outer corner, just really close to your lash line, I add a little bit of that brown, and I'm just going to lift your eyes a little bit upwards. So a little bit of a flick, open. And that's like sort of like exactly what I want to do. And then you can go in with a dome brush if you feel like, and just kind of like blend it a little bit. Perfect. So we're done with eye makeup. The only thing we still have to do is some mascara, and I chose the Superhero by IT Cosmetics. This is a great mascara. I love because it just gives you like really beautiful full lashes. I've curled your lashes off camera, and I'm just applying this mascara really close to the root of your lashes, and I'm just kind of like pulling them outwards. And I will do this about 2 or 3 coats, but you can see they give beautiful, beautiful full lashes. Great. I'm also applying a little bit of that on the lower lashes. Eye makeup is done. I'm moving on to your brows, and what I'm doing is first I'm going to brush them up just to see kind of like the shape. They're perfectly groomed, and I'm going in with a new product here by Dior. This is what it looks like. It's an eyebrow powder, and I'm using my brush here, and I'm just using sort of like the darker shade in here. And first going to brush them down a little bit just to kind of see. I feel like you need a little bit more color right in here. And I'm just going to fill them in. I feel like your brow shape is really on point, so I just want to like fill them in a little bit. If you look this way, I'm also going to just elongate them just a touch. I cannot get over how gorgeous your eyes look. I can't wait for you to see. Anyway, moving on to a new concealer, which I have not really used in any of my videos. This is a Shua Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer, and I'm using the shade Honey. And I really like the kind of like doe foot applicator of this concealer. I've been using this a lot on myself, and I really love this concealer a lot. I love that it has hyaluronic acid in it, which will really hydrate you during the day. It's pretty creaseless, this concealer, and I feel like nothing else really I've seen on the market which has this kind of consistency. So I find this concealer kind of new and exciting. That's why I want to share it with everyone. So I'm just gonna also like put it on the high points of your face, so a little bit on the bridge of your nose, even a little bit on your cupid's bow, also on your chin, and obviously underneath your eyes, because I really want to brighten that area. And then I go in with my beauty blender, and I just sort of like blend out right in here. And it, as you can see, it goes really seamlessly into your skin. And then I do the same thing underneath your eyes. And this is also, again, I love doing this. If someone has not watched my videos yet, I mention this all the time. I love doing this step after I'm done with my eye makeup because, you know, especially with this eyeshadow, it's very pigmented and there's definitely some fall down. And when you do this step afterwards, I feel like it's almost like cleaning up underneath your eyes. So it's really perfect. All right, so one more thing I want to do in her eye makeup, the kind of color I used earlier for that halo effect, this shade, I'm putting that also in Open Up in the inner corners just to kind of like make your eyes pop even more. It just gives like a really nice kind of like highlight in the inner corners. So for powder, I have my translucent powder by Laura Mercier. Now, I honestly don't feel like you hardly need any powder. Something with this foundation, it just really sets beautiful. It's not matte, but it's also not crazy luminous. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of powder in your T-zone and underneath your eyes where I applied that concealer so we can set it. For cheeks, this here is a new product by Dior, also Backstage. I really love this palette. This is like a contouring palette and I really love these two shades. So I'm gonna just mix those two colors together. And one has a little bit of sheen in it and the other one is matte. I'm using a Dior brush and I'm just sort of like bringing out your gorgeous cheeks. And I'm just going underneath right here. And I'm just contouring your face a bit, also in the temple. I almost forgot what this is called. This is the temple, and I'm also going to go a little bit in your forehead. And I always love to bring a little bit of color right in here, just to like carve out that really beautiful, you know, chin area of yours. And then you can also bring it a little bit down in your neck area. Gorgeous. One more Huda product. This is also a new palette. Huda is getting a lot of love today, but I really love this palette, so I'm going to use this shade just a little bit more for the contour and for a little bit more bronziness, because we really want to make your makeup look really golden and fresh. Do the same thing on the other side, and then I also want to bring in this gorgeous kind of peachy, pinky color on top of your cheeks. And this sort of like just ties everything together. And I feel like this has so much pigment in it that we really don't need any more highlighter. So this is sort of like a blush and highlighter at once. Gorgeous. Last step is your lips, and all I'm really doing, this is a new product by Buxom. I'm really kind of into this. This is called the Pillow Pout. And I just recently, I don't know if it's up yet or not, but I did a video just with my favorite lipsticks, and this is one of them. And see how it has like a spongy applicator? I just find this like a really cool new product. And I love how matte it is. So it almost gives you like a powdery finish, and it looks super natural. And since there's quite a lot of shimmer and, you know, sheen going on your makeup, eyes and cheeks, I just want to keep your lips super natural. And I really love this on you. But hold on, I might actually, sorry, I'm going to also bring in one more shade, and this one here is called Cozy Up, because I feel like it just needs a little bit more color. This is basically just a step up from the shade I just applied. I'm just adding a little bit more color. And as you can all see, this is just, the texture is phenomenal, very matte. And just use your finger and sort of blend it in. And that is the finished look. I mean, you look beautiful, stunning. Can't wait for you to see it.